Hi everyone, it's Stacey Frazier of Hot Shots. Today's article is a topic that is near and dear to my heart as a woman, but also as a photographer that is able to provide this to my clients. And it's about empowering women through the art of boudoir. Every photographer can do this. Every photographer probably already does this, maybe not even knowing yet. You know, when I first started my business, I was in it for the pretty pictures. I wanted to photograph art's most famous subject, women. But I quickly realized that they were leaving my session with so much more than just photographs. They were leaving with a sense of empowerment. And that's through just the act of doing a session all on its own. Boudoir sessions make women feel beautiful, confident, sexy, and happy. And it carries with them for many years to come, which will turn them into a boudoir addict, and you'll be seeing them time and time again. But there are some things that you can do to help strengthen this sense of empowerment that you are giving to your clients. And I list many of those ideas in the article. And I also talk about ways of empowering women without them even doing a session yet. And that's the key. They will be following you through social media outlets, your website, everything, getting a sense of trust, really. So I encourage you to follow some of those tips for your stalkers. But I thought today for the video, it might be more interesting for you to see a client and listen to her story of how she actually was empowered from not only a boudoir session, but my boudoir body challenge and my no makeup shoot. And really listen in and try and think of how you can do the same things for your business. Your clients will love you for it, and again, they'll keep coming back. So let's listen to Leslie and let me know what you think. See you next month.
When I looked into doing a boudoir shot, it was after over a year of following Shayna on her journey being your spokesmodel. So your spokesmodel is my sister's best friend from college, and I remember voting in the contest between 3 girls and seeing Shayna and being like, wow, she looks amazing. Like, that's just really cool. What a neat thing to do. And I thought it would be, you know, a few pictures here and there. I didn't realize how much she would be doing with you. And so I really watched as she went through this journey. And as she started working with you, she kind of started this fitness journey too, where she lost about 20 pounds and toned up. And so just watching it and how much confidence she was gaining, it inspired me to start working out. And then once I felt like good in my body, I'm like, well, I want to reward myself because I've been working really hard. And so I knew from watching Shayna how much I loved your photography. So I love what you say about, like, you know, people might be checking you out behind the scenes for years because I had read your blog, I had seen a lot of your pictures. And so it was, in a way, I felt like I knew you through Shayna and her experience. Like, I never would have looked into boudoir photography on my own, but now that I have a friend that's doing it, and she is not just doing it, but like loving it, and like she's promoting it so like vibrantly and vividly on her website and all the stuff she does. It's like, well, I want a piece of that, like confidence and happiness. And so the seed was planted when I saw that contest, and it just kept growing and growing with each thing I saw. So yeah, at some point I decided, okay, enough watching other people have all the fun, I'm gonna do it. And I wanted to have, you know, tons of images to choose from and lots of poses and lots of outfits. So I was like, I'm gonna get a big package and just do it. And I felt like I could. Like, I know some people might wanna start with a small package and just test it out, but it's like I knew, like I said, I felt like I knew you through that whole experience. So I'm like, nope, I trust you completely. Like, you had gained my trust through the way you wrote about other women's sessions, through the pictures you chose to show on social media. And so it was like, I felt like I could trust you just based on all of that. So I booked the session, and my schedule got so wonky crazy that we ended up dividing it in 2, which worked perfectly. But before even the first one was on the calendar, you had come up with this no makeup shoot that you were doing as part of a bigger project. And because I was in the group of clients, because I'd already paid my fees and everything, you were like, oh yeah, you can do this if you want. I thought, this sounds kind of fun. Like, Shayna always looks like she has so much fun. Like, I want to meet other women who are doing this kind of stuff. And that day was so awesome because not only did you shoot me in a way, like, you made me appreciate my natural beauty. I don't even wear makeup that much anymore after that experience because I got so many compliments on that picture. I mean, people just loved it. And so I was like, this is amazing. But the other thing that was so cool was I still hadn't had my boudoir shot. So I got to spend the day with all these people that were like, Stacey's amazing. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it. Think about this, do this, wear this. Like, they gave me all these tips. So I got to like have all this energy from people who loved your work and wanted me to have the same positive experience they had. So I got all these fun little tips that I was like, oh, you know, soothed the nerves a little bit. I was like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, what I love about the community that you've created is it's not just individuals doing a thing and like maybe sharing about it just after their experience. Like, it's ongoing. And so, you know, you'll post a question about, hey girls, what was your favorite feeling or emotion that you got out of your session? And that was such a rich conversation. And I knew the women who were posting because I had met them at the no makeup shoot. So it was like, oh, we got to reconnect there. So I got to have like live interaction with them at the no makeup shoot. I got to stay connected with them through a private Facebook group, which I love. And we got to almost relive our experiences and help you. It was almost like pay it forward and get other people excited because, I mean, I'm not going to kid you. I think my confidence level, the peak highest it's ever been in my life was the day after the shoot. I went to a nightclub that night. You guys were having an event. I came to like cheer you on. And I met the hottest guy, and he was like, I'm not leaving till I dance with you. And I was like, this never happens to me. What, like, and I was like, that's right, you're not leaving till you dance with me. Like, where is this coming from? It must be the boudoir shot. Like, it was so great. So, like, feeling that, whether it lasts forever or not, it's like I want every woman to feel a piece of that in some way. It's like, it's just such a good feeling to be like, yeah, I am awesome. I may not be perfect, but I'm hot. When I got my images, I think the thing that was the most surprising was how many of them I didn't just like, but I loved. Because, you know, everybody has their faces that they make, or, oh, I don't like that angle. But when I looked at what was available to me, I actually loved them. And before this experience, I would never in a million years describe myself as sexy. You could describe me a million different ways and I could take it. I'm confident, or I'm cool, or I'm goofy, or dorky, or like all those things, smart, whatever, but never sexy. But when I looked at those images, that's what I saw. And so it was like I unleashed a little piece of myself that was like, I am willing to say that I am sexy. After the session, everything kind of shifted. It wasn't just my own confidence, but it was how I interacted with other people. I started dating, I think, higher quality guys. My business started getting more customers, more individual clients, more group clients. I hired people because I had such a high demand. And I know that came from like going through that experience and being willing to let someone else see me a way that I was never able to see myself. And then you contacted me about being an ambassador for this idea of doing a boudoir body challenge. And what I loved about it was that it wasn't a goal that we were setting for other people. It's what do you need to feel more comfortable in your own skin? And so, of course, having worked with you, I was like, yes, I don't even need to know what the whole thing is. Just, I would be there. What time? What do I need to wear? What do I bring? Because working with you is just so much fun. I knew that that would bring my energy up. And I had no idea what the challenge would look like or how it would unfold, but I knew it would be good. So I show up, we do our initial shoot, I get to meet the other ambassadors, having fun and hanging out, and that community feeling that I love that you create. And so then we open up the online experience. And for me, I had 2.5 serious solid months of being on the road traveling for work. And it gave me a reason to eat healthy on the road, to exercise on the road, because I knew that what I was doing might inspire other people in their own journeys. And so all I did was show up and be myself in front of people. I mean, that's essentially what it was. I was willing to share my journey. And actually, one of the girls that I met through that challenge is helping me organize a trip to Ireland. She's helping me do all the groundwork over there because she wrote me a note that said, you changed my life. All the stuff that you did helped me release emotional baggage that I've been carrying around for years. Now, all we did, like, we were just trying to help people eat a little healthier, exercise, feel good about themselves, and it was so much deeper than I think any of us expected. And so to be able to get even one note like that But I got multiple notes like that. People saying, thank you for doing this. And there's still, even though the challenge has ended months ago, people will still request to be part of the group because they've heard how powerful it is. I've seen 2 requests this week and I'm like, it's over. It's not going on anymore. But they heard and they felt what people were getting out of it. And it was just such an unexpectedly amazing experience for women of all ages. It was, and men. I mean, it was just the group that it drew was amazing. And I'm happier and I feel like I'm healthier than I've ever been. And it was all part of this journey that I took through meeting you and doing this photography, the boudoir session. I mean, it's all connected.